Hi everyone and welcome back to this week's new video. It's a bit of a late one this week. I had in mind that I'd be releasing them every Sunday, but I was a bit busy last week, so I'm quite a bit behind. I just wanted to share with you that we now have a little hedgehog living in our back garden that I'm really excited about. We knew there was at least one because since the middle of the summer we'd seen a few bits of hedgehog poo left in trails around the lawn in our back garden. So we decided to start putting hedgehog food out every night for it, because in the UK hedgehogs are on the red list for British mammals, which means they're close to extinction, so residents in the UK are encouraged to help them. So anyway, we've still got really warm weather here and it's too hot on a night, even with the bedroom windows wide open. So the other night, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning and I had my head out of the bedroom window to try and get some fresh air. And I heard some little animal sounds outside, so I grabbed my torch and I seen a hedgehog on the front lawn. So we went outside to give it some food and then we had a look in the back garden and we came across a bigger one that has a slight white patch on its back, and we were really happy to see that we had two of them. Hopefully we might get more of them in the future now we've started putting food out. But I think the thing that attracted them to our garden is that we don't cut the lawn too often, which means we have a lot of insects living in the grass. We have a lot of crane flies and moths, and we've got some grasshoppers as well. And we've also got a compost heap where all of the vegetable cuttings go and bits and pieces like that. So there's a lot of food for the hedgehogs to eat. We also never use any kind of poison to kill anything like slugs or ants, or weed killers like some people do, which is really poisonous to anything living in your garden, including birds. I mentioned in one of my previous videos earlier in the year that we had two brown rats living in the compost heap over the winter, but they disappeared in spring, and I think one of our neighbours might have killed them, which is a shame because they were so lovely to sit and watch and I became really fond of them. I hope they haven't died. I hope they just found a home somewhere else and just moved on. So anyway, back to the hedgehogs. So we decided to buy a hedgehog house a few weeks ago when we knew that the hedgehogs were eating the food. We knew there was some there. And then about a week ago it arrived, and then we set it up in the back garden with a bowl of food and water outside the doorway. And yesterday morning we noticed that all of the straw that we put out for the hedgehog has been taken into the hedgehog house by one of the hedgehogs, and one of them is using it already. So we're so pleased that one of them's using it, and it's lovely to think that they'll have a safe, secure place to hibernate when the winter starts. The only thing is that I found out that hedgehogs don't usually hibernate together because they're solitary animals. So now I feel really bad for the other hedgehog that didn't get the house. So I've just ordered another house for that hedgehog and hopefully it'll move in, and then maybe they might turn out to be male and female and have lots of baby hoglets in the spring, so that'll be exciting. Okay, so I'll quickly tell you about this painting that I'm doing here. It's a little autumnal woodland scene with the sun shining through the trees. When I watched this footage back, I could see that I shouldn't have added the white glow near the end of the painting. It kind of ruined the whole thing and it just wasn't necessary. But on the reference picture, there was a really strong bright light coming through the trees, and I felt like I needed to add it with the white gouache, but once I did, I realised that I couldn't get the gouache white enough and it kept picking up the paint from the layer below, and in the end I just had to stop fiddling with it. But I really think that I've ruined it by trying to add that bright sun flare coming through the trees. I think this is my weakest painting out of all the ones in this pad. Some of my favourite ones will be coming up in the next few videos, so keep a lookout for those, and I hope you join me in the next video, and I'll make sure to have it ready for Sunday this time. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!